Alright, so well, if you go to contact too, okay, even I guess this guy is not a list. Again, these guys are list. So like list style type is none. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta keep in mind that there are only two styles which are very extensively used. Because the first one is list type none. Okay, so yeah, that is about. And it says again one more thing that I'm jumping again to this topic wherein you can reset your password. This is here because I don't know what your password is. So that's the reason. And it says when did you last modify your password and when did you join. Okay, so these are the details which are here, and you can see what all Twitter, LinkedIn. Okay, the reason why I'm taking these links is like whenever you guys miss a class, I can contact you guys here. So these are the fastest mediums where I can contact you guys, because if you're not available on your emails, then this is the place. And in the worst case, I'm thinking of setting up a WhatsApp group for you guys, so that we guys can have a chat or talk to each other, or class timings, class got cancelled, files has been uploaded. I mean, this is again the most fastest thing which we can do. So that's the reason I'm taking off the mobile numbers. This is not my mobile number, so don't think that this is my mobile number. All right, so that's a dummy number. So yeah, this is it with the Tutoslive classroom. All right, so well, where did we stop? Yeah, we stop here. Okay, so let me show the third one too, where the list style image. Okay, so before that, let me go to the online to Google, and we'll say list image sample. So here in the images, let's see if we can get anything. No, fine. That's okay. We don't need that. Uh, I can use paint to create these little images. So now what I do is like I'm making very small uh, this one. Okay, so what I do is like I paint it as black, then I'll take yellow. So I usually like this thing a lot. So I want stars this time. You see, I want a small star in solid color, outline to be solid color, and I don't know. So let's do a reverse engineering. So I need this star to be yellow in color, diagram to be yellow, solid color and solid color. Let's see. So I need stars as my, yeah, this size is better. So I'll make this as black. I'll select, move it to here, and then close in. Then I'll resize it to let's say 10 pixels. 10 pixels is very small, so let me to 20. 20 and not visible. I don't know what to do with it. Let's do one thing here. So we'll close in very tightly so that we can have a nice image here. Right. Let's resize it to, it's 245, right? This is 50 pixels. It's fine. Yeah. So I just save it inside our main Tutoslive here. So inside the images, I'll use a folder as PNGs. Okay, PNGs are like small images, most precisely which we draw using Paint. So here I say star. Alright, so now here let me open one more UL here. So This time I'll say it's not no type, it's image type, the class. And let's say the students who are present here, and I'm giving stars to them. Let's say Arun is present here, and Taufik. Am I spelling it right? TH or TO? No, TH. I'm right. I'm absolutely right. So you guys can hear me? Like, you guys are not making any noise. You're just, yeah. Yeah, you guys are. Is it boring? Do I have to make it more interactive? Really? That's fantastic. So there are two ways. When people are silent when they are showing extreme concentration, or when they are extremely bored. So yeah, these are the two situations. Like wherein a tutor can never understand these situations. You are one. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, I just saved the image there. So Taufik and the other guy is myself. So I'm a student too. Let's say, because you guys have just seen my profile on Tutoslive as a student. So here the image type, let's say list style image. So URL. So where is this image? This image is inside. Where is this guy? This guy must be inside images. Okay, inside images, and inside there is PNGs, I guess, right? Or is it PNGs? No, it's just PNG, and inside its name is star.png. Alright, so let's see. Let me just not apply these styles initially, and we'll see how does it look like. So that, right, just because I've given the default style in UL, where there is UL, keep the style as leading decimal zeros. Okay, then now I come here. I want that leading zeros. I want some little stars. So yeah, here are our little stars. So they are kind of big. So maybe I can change here. Let's see. So maybe 25. Fine. So it got saved there. Well, okay. So let's do one thing. Instead of matching this guy, the star, to the name, let's make the name itself a little big. Let's see how can we do that. Okay. So now inside the image type. Okay. I did not talk about the nesting or the nesting or grouping of selectors, but assume now you guys know about it. Okay. So this is how I do. If I give a space. Okay, if I give a space here and say li, okay, if I give a space and say li, this means li inside image type class. So a space and li means, so find li inside image type and apply these styles. That's what it says. So for that guy, I say font size to be 24 pixels, let's say. I guess the default size is 12 pixels, so I'm just doubling it. Okay, yeah, sounds fair. And 24 pixels, let's say 26 pixels, maybe this guy may match. Yeah, so I hope you guys understood how the grouping has done, or how structured it is. Like it's going inside it. Okay, image style, then li, that means a space means, okay, find li after this guy. Okay, that is it. I don't know, I'll take a separate class on this maybe, but as of now, yeah, this looks pretty good. Yeah, giving stars. So that's how I can give my own images as list styles. Okay, any questions here? I can stop here and answer your questions, or I'll just go ahead, and there's one more topic left which has to be covered as mentioned by the syllabus. So I'll finish that and do some little bit of styling, like let's go crazy on styles. Then tomorrow we'll start positioning. Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, we'll be done with positioning most probably tomorrow. So if positioning is done, then it means the CSS is done. And maybe the selectors. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, about the selectors, how we can give multiple selectors and style them, or how we can structure them. That's a half an hour class. It doesn't eat up much time, so maybe we'll see if we have time tomorrow. We go ahead with that. And even positioning, they're rarely used. I say rarely because I've in my experience I haven't seen in big layouts using positioning, but sometimes you guys may use it. Okay, so yeah, Tawfiq and Arun, you guys got any questions here? You can just stop here and keep answering your questions, or else let's go and see overflow property. Overflow property is pretty small one. Uh, yes, no, all right. Yeah. So I'm going ahead with the overflow property. Great. So we'll keep the list here. So the overflow property, let's see what exactly overflow is. So what I'm doing here is I'm opening a new file here. Okay. So as usual, start with doc type HTML, then HTML, then a head, a title, say Tutoslive CSS overflow property. Okay, so inside the body, let's use h4. Oh, we did not style those guys with colors, like fancy colors. So let's do it in the next experiment wherein we style links. Okay, so we see how we can style links in the most fancy way, like the horizontal styling. Okay, fine. So this is anytime the content is overflown, I come to the rescue. Let's say. So who is this guy? This guy is overflow property. Alright, so let's use a div here. A div, inside the div, so lorem ipsum actually. I'm saying ipsum. It's lorem ipsum. I don't know what exactly lorem ipsum is. I've never tried to know it. So let's take this guy here. Where can I get some? So I'm going here, pasting it, and I'll say this as overflow.html. Alright, I saved him there, and we go here, and here's a file. So hit open. Anytime the content is overflown, I come to the rescue. Yeah, this is what happened. Here are many variations. Didn't I? Yeah, there actually, it's not here. So capital T. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some styling to this div. So I give this as class. I say flow control. This class. I name this class as flow control. Okay. I'm just giving some meaningful names, that's it, or maybe I'm giving some funny names so that it's meaningful, or it sticks. Okay, so the style flow control, let's give a background color. Oops, background color as what do we give? Let's say BB AA and 99. I don't know what color is this. I'm just maybe some gray. Let's see. Where is this? Yeah, some sort of gray. I don't know, maybe mercury gray. Well, yeah. Fine. So let's go ahead and do some crazy styling for this guy, like giving the margin, giving the padding, and let's give a border too. So yeah, and we haven't talking. Sorry, it's not talking. I'm sorry. We haven't talked about the background URL property much, right? So we just have seen few examples. But if you guys can go ahead and do some experiments on these background images, yeah, that would be fine. If you guys can do it, or else we'll go ahead and do some other day, like we see a complete layout, like how can we approach, like something like simple one. Okay, or if you guys can go ahead and do, see, yesterday I was talking about the lab part. How can you use the lab part? You can, if you feel like you have to open a new notepad, save it, refresh, all stuff. You can go to the lab, okay, and just type some code over there, and you're done. You can just go ahead and do. Yeah. So let's say margin 10 pixel, a padding 10 pixel, and a width, let's say 50%. Right? Oops. Here I come. Well, yeah, this is okay. It looks good. And let's say text align. Let the text align be, let's say, justify. And what else we can give? Let's give a font size, not font size, but a font weight to be bold. Alright, so this is justify and bold. It doesn't look good, so let's just scrape off this justify. Alright, so this is a general box. It's a regular box which we see often. Now what I do is I'll restrict it using a height, let's say 20 pixels. Alright, so see, the extra content, the content which is extra is gone. It's overflown actually. Okay, it's going out of the box. So what we can do here, okay, we can use overflow property to restrict this to some extent. How can we do it? Let's see. You can either do with a minimum height also. Okay, minimum height will guarantee you that this guy can go up to that height. Okay, so here select R, and I'll say overflow. Okay, oops, overflow. You can say auto. You can, oops, that's an R. Scroll. Where is this R? Scroll, then hidden. Oops, let's do this. Okay, auto scroll, hidden, and yeah, auto is like, it's again adds the scroll, overflow. Yeah, exactly. Overflow will create a scroll. If you can also hide the overflow content, like sometimes you can just, I don't want this to be done, so you can just hide the content too. Okay, and the next one is the default, what we are seeing. Actually, it's called visible, overflow visible. So okay, show the overflow content. So this is what the overflow does. Let's see, let's apply one property here. I say the default is visible, so I say auto. Okay, let's see what auto does. So you guys can see it here. There's a scroll bar here. Alright, you guys see it here. There's a scroll bar. So auto will put a scroll bar over there, and in the scroll does the same thing. See, the scroll does the same thing, except now this time what happened? There's a scroll on the horizontal side too. Okay, auto will only look for the content which is overflowing, like from what side, from which side is this is getting overflown. Okay, this is getting overflown from the vertical side, not from the horizontal side. Okay, now let's do one thing here. What we can do is let me give, instead of max width, then let me give, or yeah, let me give max width, maybe max width, or min width, let's say. Maybe this may help us. No, it's max. How do I overflow this guy? Let me see. Let me think. Width. Okay. How do I push this guy out? How do I push this guy out? Well, so overflow creases call, put a dot where? How do I push this guy out? I can push this guy. Wait, let's say 10%, maybe. This. Okay. Yeah. So you guys can see the scroll on this side. Okay, I just trying to push the content out. So now this time what happened is, like when I say scroll, okay, it gives me automatically on the both sides and scrollable only on the side which is possible. Whereas auto, if I say auto, okay, now it's two-way scrolling, because okay, it assumes that okay, even this guy needs scrolling on the horizontal side too. So if I say 50%, yeah, 50%, fine. It's only giving me, the auto is giving me this. So always you remember to use auto when you want to scroll the content, or you can just say, no dude, I don't want the scroll bars, I want it to be hidden. It's got hidden. There's nothing. The content is gone. So if it's a hidden, it's restricting it to only up to here. Now I can use one more property here too. The overflow is again as we have seen just now. Okay, great. Okay, fine. So overflow property has, we have seen the scroll bars on the vertical side and on the horizontal side. Like I can scroll vertically, I can scroll horizontally too. So for that purpose, I can give individual overflow too, like overflow X and overflow Y with the same properties, with the same values actually. Auto scroll, hidden, and visible. Like say, if I want to individually give style to this overflown content, I can say overflow X is nothing but horizontal overflowing. Overflow Y is like vertical overflowing. Now let's say, in this case, this guy is overflowing on the vertical side. So I say overflow Y. Overflow Y, say scroll, or let's say auto instead of, or I guess. Alright.